Okay, so I was finally able to put on this Ruff Stuff Dana 30 differential cover. I actually tried to put it on a couple months ago, and it was having some issues with the bolts threading in. They didn't seem to want to thread in, and I didn't want to force them. I didn't want to do any damage to the axle, to the case. So I went ahead and I put the original cover back on, which you can see sitting over here. You can see how much thinner this original cover was, how much smaller the fill hole is compared to the Ruff Stuff. Now I was finally able to get it on. What I did is, you can see it's painted. Apparently when I painted it, I'm assuming that some of the paint might have collected down inside the bolt holes, which was causing these bolts not to line up perfectly with the holes in the case. So I reamed those out, and I just put this on. It's full. There's the fill hole. I haven't seen any leaks, but I haven't driven it, so I'm going to take it for a ride around the block a couple times, see if I can spot any potential, well, see if I can spot any leaks. Alright, so I'm just going to pause this for a second, and then I'll be right back. Okay, alright, went around the block. I don't see any signs of any leaks. Looks good. Now, this is the second time I've used the Lube Locker gasket. Like I said, when I first tried to put this cover on, it wasn't going on, and I didn't want to force it, so I put the old cover back on, and I used that Lube Locker, which I plan on using anyway, and it worked great. The only issue is you can't get, when you're working on the ground like this, at least with the torque wrench I have, couldn't really get in here and torque these bolts down with the torque wrench, so I had to do it by hand and just do it by feel. I also put a Lube Locker on the rear axle, still using the original factory cover, and that actually has enough clearance so you can actually use the torque wrench, at least the one that I have. I don't think they make them any smaller. They might, but I don't know if it goes up to the weights. I don't know. All I know is the one I have is a rather large torque wrench, and it doesn't really work up here, so you have to do it by hand. And when I took these off to put this cover on, after putting the Lube Locker gasket on the first time, notice I didn't torque them down as hard as I could have, because they came off pretty easily. So I guess that is a testament to how well this gasket works. Even if you don't torque it down all the way, it's still going to hold up pretty good, because I've taken this taken the Cherokee off-road a couple times. I've got a video you could probably look up on my channel, and I haven't had any issues. And when I emptied the oil after taking off the original cover to put this one on, there was plenty of oil in there. There wasn't any leaks. It wasn't like it ran dry and I didn't notice. There wasn't any contamination. There wasn't any water or anything like that that got in through the cover. So that Lube Locker gasket works pretty good. I will say about the cover, it seems to be working great. I mean, I haven't really done anything. I don't expect, obviously it should hold up. It's pretty beefy. The only thing I can say is, I guess the thickness of the cover may make it a little difficult to thread those bolts in. So just be patient in putting this on, I would suggest. That's about it. If anything changes, I'll upload another video, but for now it looks like mission accomplished. All right, see ya.